What up, though? This is your homie Jamal Baraka for GT Media Reviews, God Tier Media Zone. And tonight we're going to be discussing the new Warriors comic that's coming out this year. I've been waiting for a long time for this series, and we finally get to see some of these new characters. We got Snowflake, we got Safe Space, we got representation, non binary, they, them, blue hair, all that jazz. And let's stop the BS. This is garbage, okay? You got a lot of bigger names than me talking about this, and I just want to give my take. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this or go here all night, but what I really wanted to say is this is Comicsgate, the fandom menace, have been telling you that Marvel Comics have been out of their damn minds for the past 3-4 years. And it's finally gotten to the point where mainstream media is going off on this stuff. These are new superheroes, and I'm not going to say that they don't deserve to exist. I'm not for book burning, I'm not for cancel culture, and I'm not for allowing creators to create. But here you go, you got basically the Wonder Twins. When I look at these characters, I see the Wonder Twins. You know, I got Jan and Xana. Wonder Twin powers activate, form of water spout or whatever. When I see these characters, but when I see the name Snowflake, I see Safe Space. I see characters that more than likely, I'm not going to say 100%, but were more than likely created to get a reaction from people in Comicsgate, people like Eric July, your boy Zach from Comics Matters, Ethan Van Sciver, just some guy. You also got characters like this designed to get a reaction from woke progressive Twitter, and it's overboard. You got Safe Space, who is a non-binary character. I appreciate representation, but it's just overboard. This is a stereotype. This is a stereotype of a black gay male. And I know this is a non-binary character, but this is a stereotype. And it's like when you look at this character or these characters, do you feel represented at all? Or do you feel like this is something that probably needed another pass? Is this what you see when you see black people that are LGBTQ? Do you see them as people? Do you see them as just being just a token? I don't know what this is. I don't know who this is for. But again, I suspect that these characters were designed to get a reaction from a certain audience, from a certain crowd. I showed this image to my 15-year-old daughter, and I showed it to my son. Both of them had similar reactions. My daughter said that it looks terrible. My son didn't really have a reaction at all. And me being 30-plus male, I'm not interested. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to support this. And I don't see anybody else really supporting it. I think what's going to happen is because there's been so much interest on social media in the past 48 hours over these characters that you're probably going to get a bump in pre-orders for this title. And it will quickly fall off by second and third issue. By issue 6 is going to be canceled. I'm not sure why this was done with the new Warriors, but one thing I will give credit to Marvel for in this case, they're not repurposing an existing character. It's not a situation like with Bobby Drake with Iceman where they made him gay out of the blue. These are new characters. So on that note, on that merit, they can rise and fall however they go. But I do believe, looking at this, I don't really see any substance here. And I know you can say, well, you didn't even read the book, so how are you going to say there's no substance here? What I see is queer and brown. And that's it. I think that's all this is. I think this is queer and brown. It's bait. The female character, Snowflake, is probably a lesbian. The male character is probably, I don't even know how to describe that. I just know it's non-binary, they, them. But when I see it together, I just see queer and brown Wonder Twins. And to me, it's not cute. It's not funny because we all know LGBTQ people. We all know people, and they deserve grace and dignity, but they don't deserve to be treated like props, stereotypes, or like clowns, or to be just moved and say, "Hey, look at us in diversity" or whatever. This isn't cool. This is. How did we get to this point? Marvel, how did we get to this point? And I don't want to be angry. I'm not angry. I'm a little emotional, but it's more so that we at a point where we just, safe. These are Twitter buzzwords. These are Twitter and Tumblr buzzwords. These are not things that you really would want to label anybody as. Do you want to label a kid as a snowflake? Do you want to be, seen as somebody who needs a safe space or something to that effect? No, this is not empowering. This is something designed to get either a positive reaction, overly positive reaction from a certain circle, and an overly negative reaction from another circle. But I don't think you're going to really get a negative reaction. I think we're past that. I think what you're going to see now is you're going to see people that are either making fun of it, a general malaise, like, yeah, it's just another one. I saw that coming. Or you may not get any interest at all. The only reason you're getting interest now is because the mainstream has picked up on how nonsensical this stuff is. You got a teenager, grown man, a teenage boy, walking around in go-go boots, knee pads, hot pink hair, pink eyes. It's not even. It's like Aqualad if they tried to put less effort into this. It's just a hot ass mess. On that note, I'll be making another video soon. I'm not gonna spend any more time on this because this. What else is there to be said? They even gave him pink earrings. He's wearing earrings. Well, them is not, the non-binary one is wearing earrings. The girl isn't. Oh, and the other thing, his powers are to make a force field if he's defending somebody else. So his powers don't even really work properly. Like, you have a character from X-Men named Dr. Cecilia Reyes, and she has a personal force field that generates whenever she's in danger. It's a cool power because it forces you to be creative with how you use it. This is a guy who, unless he's defending somebody else, he's pretty useless. So if somebody shoots at him, he just dies if he gets shot. Because if he's not, unless he's defending his sister or something like that. It might be like Cloak and Dagger or whatever, where his powers are magnified while he's with her. Her power is that she generates snowflakes that are like ninja stars, and it's not a lot of effort and not a lot of thought put into it. It was probably more thought put into the costumes and them being diverse than actual characters. And I'm just saying that just because we've been down this road before. So on that note, have a great evening. This is GT Media Reviews. This is Jamal Baraka from Detroit. Have a great evening. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you find me, wherever if you want to hit me up, you can find me. Thank you. Have a blessed evening. Bye.